I'd like to thank everyone for coming to my meeting today for the Wood County Chemical Company. As you all already know, our company is currently on a simple distillation process, and I'm here today to argue with you about why a fractional distillation process would make more sense and be more beneficial for our company. So overall, our company has three main policies. Our first one is to increase the volume of distillate that is greater than or equal to 90% methanol. Our second one is to increase the portion that is 10% methanol. And our third objective is to decrease the amount in the 10% to 90% portion of methanol because it requires processing. So as you can see here, I have laid out what is currently going on in our system. Since we are currently on a simple distillation process, only 1 to 8 milliliters are above that 90% range. That's not very high, and we are here to improve that margin. And now, a range of 3 milliliters falls below that 10% methanol. That's pretty good, and we can make some good profits off of that. And lastly, our range of 14 milliliters that falls between the 10% to the 90% range. This is fairly high, and we really want to reduce this amount to save money and increase our profits the best that we can. This is the process that I believe we should be switching to, called fractional distillation, and here's why. Fractional distillation has a 1 to 17 milliliter range above 90%. That is almost double the simple distillation process. So we could be making so much more in profits just from this thing alone. The only downside of the fractional distillation is that it has a 0 milliliter range below 10%. If you remember, one of our target goals was to increase this number. But with only a 3 milliliter difference, I would say that the almost double in the above 90% portion completely outweighs this small inconvenience. And lastly, we have an 8 milliliter range between 10 to 90%. And if you recall, our goal was to decrease the amount here. So this is almost half the simple distillation. This can make, between this and this, we could have such a higher profit margin. So to make it easier to comprehend, I put it on a side-by-side graph. As you can see here, the fractional distillation process is almost double the amount of the simple, making this one obviously the better option. Between the 10 to 90% range, you can see that the fractional distillation is almost half, which makes this one the obvious candidate better than the simple. However, the simple distillation does have 3 more than the fractional in the less than 10% range. However, between these two, overall, this is almost negligible and would not even be considered between these two profit margins. So overall, I think that the fractional distillation process would be more beneficial for our company to have than the simple distillation process.